Sorry. So today we'll discuss about enhancements in SAP. What do you mean by enhancements in general? Enhancement. What do you know about enhancing something?
Enhancement logic.
What do you mean by enhancement? Or tell me
Extended.
what is modification and what is enhancement? Tell me the difference. Forget about
Modification.
SAP. Forget about SAP and all. I'm asking in general. What is modification and what is enhancement?
Modification means if we can modify any existing one.
Enhancement,
Enhancement means
convert
exit one, we have to enhance it to new things or we can exit it.
Hmm. Yeah. Modification means changing it. Let's say there is a product, there is a mobile phone. What is modification?
new features
Modification
update.
means removing your existing screen and adding new screen, and removing your current processor and adding a new processor, removing your current camera and adding a new camera. That is modification, right? What is enhancement?
So not anything not
What is enhancement? Enhancement means adding additional features without disturbing the existing functionality, right? That is enhancement. Modification means we are disturbing the existing functionality, original functionality, and adding new things, replacing with new things, right? But what is enhancement? We are not disturbing any existing things and we are just adding some additional features to the existing product. If you take mobile phone, what is enhancements for mobile phone? What are the enhancements for the mobile phone?
Memory card.
Hmm. Screen guard, maybe that back cover,
our phone.
Skin.
Bluetooth headset or
Skin.
earphone. These are all enhancements, right? You are not changing the original mobile product, but you are enhancing it with additional products like screen guard, back pouch, Bluetooth earphones, memory card. All these are enhancements, not modifications, right? Because we are not disturbing the mobile phone, original mobile phone, and we are adding additional things to it. Correct? In similar case, if you consider SAP is a product, right? ERP product, right? Okay. SAP is a ERP product, right? So when some company or organization buy SAP, what they are going to get along with that product?
ERP.
Can do some enhancement.
What is it?
Can do some enhancement or we can additional.
No, when they first buy the product, they'll get SAP ERP product. What does that SAP ERP product contains?
Help the run bar.
Many standard programs, standard tables, and they deliver some standard functionality. For example, to create the purchase order or to create the sales order, they'll provide a standard functionality for that, right? For example, what is the transaction code to create sales order?
BA01.
VA01. In this VA01 screen, as part of the standard functionality, SAP provided some inputs.
order change.
Sales order type, quantity, and expected delivery date, right? This is the standard functionality along with the VA01. For example, now when you buy this product, when you buy this SAP product, you will have this screen when you open the transaction code VA01. But for your company, there is a separate requirement which needs some additional inputs before going to create the
Sales
sales
script.
order. For example, this is the additional input they need. For example, they need the sales representative details who created this sales order. Anyway, it will be captured in SAP, but take it as an example. They need some additional field here before creating the sales order. Okay. When they completed the sales order, they'll click on save. But they want one additional field, right? This is not part of standard functionality. It is specific to that organization. It is their own requirement. Okay. Then how can we achieve or how can we add this additional field to the standard transaction code? By
What?
using enhancements. By using enhancements, we can add this additional field to the standard transaction code. Are we disturbing any of the standard logic?
No.
No, right? We are not disturbing any of the existing functionality, but we are adding on additional features, that is sales representative name, right?
Okay.
So that's what enhancement. Is it clear about enhancements? What is the enhancement? So there might be
Changing,
different. Sorry, what?
so changing existing things, we can add something into the.
Huh. Yeah. What is enhancement? Adding additional features to the standard application
System.
without disturbing the standard functionality provided by SAP. Okay. So what are the different types of enhancements we do in SAP ABAP?
Customer exit.
No, those are enhancement techniques, different enhancement techniques. But what are all the areas we can enhance? First one is standard screens. Second one is standard programs. FMs means function modules are class methods. Okay. Standard screens, standard programs, standard function modules are standard class methods. Standard tables. Can you tell me one standard table?
KKO,
KKO, EKPO.
Hmm.
MK,
EKPO,
TVP,
EKPO,
AK.
MARA, whatever. Many standard tables. Okay. So we can enhance standard table with additional fields. Okay. So what is screen enhancement? This is screen. For example, this is the VA01 screen, right?
Yes.
When you open the screen, you can see this. You can see this. If you want to add, these are the standard fields, standard inputs available here. If you want to add any additional input here, you need to enhance the screen. That's what screen enhancement. But when you add that additional input, somewhere you need to write the logic, right, to handle the value which is entered in that input, right?
Yes.
For that, you need to write your code in a program, standard program, because whatever screen is just a GUI. We can just enter the values and display the output. But the actual business logic resides in the programs, right? You have to enhance the corresponding program also. This is the program, okay, to handle that additional field. Okay, for
Okay.
every screen in background there is a program, right?
Yes.
We have to enhance that program too. Okay, so these are the objects which we can enhance in SAP ABAP or SAP. That might be a standard screen, standard program, standard
Standard
functional or class
tests and
method, or standard table.
standard tables.
These are all we can enhance, right? So what are the enhancement techniques available to enhance these objects?
Exit.
Customer exits,
Customer exit BAdIs.
user exits, BAdIs, and enhancement framework. And to enhance the tables,
ఇప్పుడు కస్టమైజ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ మనం రాసే వాటిని మనం చేయలేము ఎన్హాన్స్మెంట్ టేబుల్స్
but in the first place, why SAP provided this enhancement option? What is the reason behind it?
వితౌట్
Why?
డిస్టర్బింగ్ ద స్టాండర్డ్
No,
వన్స్.
yeah. Because what SAP, how SAP designed, they observed the thousands of business process, thousands of organizations, and they created a product with the most common business process. Okay, most common business transactions that run in a any business. For example, purchase orders, creating purchase orders, sales orders, creating deliveries. These are all common in any business organization, right? So they provided that common functionality. But when it comes to the company, right, each company have their own requirements. Okay, the business process of one company is exactly not same with the other company, right? There are minor differences between company and company, right? So every company will create the purchase order, that is common, but there is some small process change between company and company. In one company they follow the one process, and in another company they follow different process, right? But the creating purchase order is same. To achieve that minor differences, to add those features, additional features, SAP come up with a solution, that is enhancements, right? For example, if you take college, if you take your engineering college example, if you compare two colleges, Is there any difference in the actual thing, daily routine thing? Every college should conduct classes. Okay.
9 to 4,
Every college will have break, lunch break. Every college
but
will,
different timings.
yeah, every college will have semester exams. Every college will have what are those?
Lab.
Practicals, labs, attendance. Every college is going to take attendance, and every college will have this transportation. Is there any difference?
No.
No,
The process is same. The business process is same. But when you go deeper, okay, the process, right? If you go to the, if you compare two colleges, how they function, the basic functionalities are same: taking attendance, running the classes, okay. But when you go deeper and observe that, do you feel like when you compare two colleges, someone say that college one is very good and college two is not good, okay. Someone say that college, in college one food is very good and college two food is not good. Uh, and someone say that in college one faculty is excellent but in college two faculty is not good. There are differences, right? College to college, how it functions, but the process is same. Taking attendance is same. In one college they used to take manual
different way.
register, they used to take manual register for taking the attendance. In another college they might use
Biometric.
this biometric thumb impression, right?
Yeah.
In another
Yes.
college they might use some tab or mobile phone to take the attendance, but taking the attendance is same, but there are differences how they are going to implement it, right? Those things we are going to handle in enhancements, okay.
Hmm.
So it differs from company to company. One company is following different process and another company is following different process, right? To achieve these differences, SAP provided a solution to enhance it, because there are millions of companies, right? SAP cannot implement all those functionalities, right? So what SAP did, they provided some common functionality which is using in all the across all the organizations. And if you want any
Yes.
additional features, if you want any additional functionality, do it, change yourself, implement yourself by using enhancements, right? For
Yes.
for example, if you take your mobile example, right? For example, if you are buying a phone in online, one customer prefer to have a transparent back case, and another customer prefer to have a different back case, and one customer prefer to have this screen guard, and another customer doesn't need a screen guard, right?
Hmm.
But most of us are using those screen guards and back cases, right?
Yes.
But since we are all using it, are they going to provide along with the phone?
No.
Are they going to provide the back case and screen guard along with the phone?
No.
No, because each customer have their own choice. One customer might like white color back case, and another customer might like black color back case, right? Customer choice are different. That's why they just provided a product. You can enhance it, whatever the additional features you want. Okay.
No.
If if company wants to consider each customer requirement and add it to their standard functionality, what will happen? In this mobile phone example, customer 1 is preferring black case, and customer 2 is preferring red color case, customer 3 is preferring white color case, and similarly many customers have different choice. For example, if mobile companies is considering all this customer choice and try to build the standard product, what will happen?
They face so many
They
problems.
need to create, or they need to release mobile phones with thousands of models,
Yes.
right?
Hmm.
By considering every customer choice, that is not possible, right?
Yeah.
That's why they are going to provide a standard common functionality. If you want to add additional things, add it yourself. Okay.
So,
Okay. Now, what are the techniques? Enhancement techniques. That is customer exit. What is customer exit? Customer exit is an enhancement technique which follows
Else,
procedural oriented programming, that is based on function modules. Okay. Customer exits are based on function modules. Okay. Customer exits follows procedural oriented programming approach. Please make a note of these points. These are very, very, very important. Okay. Customer exits follows procedural oriented programming approach. By using customer exits, we can enhance the standard SAP logic. Okay. So it is using function modules to enhance the standard logic. Okay. First thing is customer exits follows procedural oriented programming approach. Okay. Customer exits are used to enhance the standard SAP logic, and customer exits uses function modules to enhance the standard code. The transactions for customer exits are SMOD,
CMOD.
CMOD. To implement the customer exits, we have two transaction codes. One is SMOD and two is CMOD. Okay. And user exits. User exits also follows procedural oriented programming model only, but here we enhance the subroutines. We have subroutines here. Okay. This is only mostly we use it in sales and distribution module. These user exits, right? Mostly we use in sales and distribution module. Okay. This is also user exits also follows procedural oriented programming approach. Okay. Then BAdI. And one more important point about customer exits are these customer exits will have only single implementation. There is no multiple implementation possible for customer exits. Okay.
One-time project.
Yes. So there is only single implementation for the customer exits. Okay. And when it comes to BAdIs follows object-oriented programming methodology. So when to enhance the standard logic, we use class methods. BAdI contains interface methods. What does a BAdI contain? What does a BAdI contains?
Object-oriented program.
Interface
BAdI content.
methods. BAdI contains interface methods.
that-
So see, where customer exits contains function modules, but BAdI contains interface methods. Okay. BAdI
oh,
follows object-oriented programming model, and BAdI contains interface method inside it. What is the property of interface method? Is it going to allow multiple implementations or not?
Yes.
that's
Interface
the
methods we can implement. We
Interface
can
method it
create.
can follow.
Yeah, we can create multiple implementations for interface methods, so that BAdI supports multiple implementations. Okay. But customer exits cannot support multiple implementations, but BAdI supports multiple implementations. Clear?
Yeah.
When you create the BAdI, when you generate the implementation for the BAdI, what will happen? It will generate a custom class. When you generate the BAdI implementation, what will happen? It is automatically create a custom class. Why it is creating a custom class? How can you implement interface method?
By using interfaces, different interfaces.
As we discussed earlier, interface contains methods without implementation, but how can you implement the interface method?
By using
By using
class.
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 Concentrate, please concentrate. We can implement the interface method by using a class, right?
Class.
So for that reason, BAdI contains interface methods, but to implement that BAdI interface methods, what will happen when you create the implementation? It will automatically generate a custom class. What is the use of that custom class?
Allow the multiple.
To create the to implement the interface
Interface.
methods inside the BAdI. Whatever the methods inside the BAdI, to create the implementation, it will generate a custom class. Without a class, we cannot implement the interface methods, right?
Yes.
For that reason, when you create a BAdI implementation, it will automatically create a custom class to
Class.
implement the interface methods. Okay, is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
So customer exits follows. This is very important interview question. Definitely in every interview they will definitely ask. What is the difference between customer exits and BAdIs? What is your answer? Customer exits follows procedural oriented
Process.
programming. Customer exits contains function modules. Okay. Customer exits contains only single implementation. What are the transaction codes for customer exits? SMOD and CMOD.
Model.
And about the BAdI, BAdI follows object-oriented programming approach. BAdIs contains interface methods. We can create multiple implementations for the BAdIs. Okay. When we create the implementation for the BAdI, a custom class will be automatically generated to implement the interface methods.
Okay.
Right? These are very, very important interview questions.
Okay.
And user exits, we mostly use in SD module. Okay. But it is very rare. Okay. And we have enhancement framework. That is the other type of enhancement that contains implicit and explicit enhancements. Okay. So these are also used to add additional logic in your programs. Enhancement framework is also used to add additional logic to your standard programs. Okay.
Okay.
This is little advanced than customer exits and BAdIs. Okay. First we'll see customer exits and BAdIs and we'll go to enhancement framework. It is very easy. If you know the ABAP statements, if you know ABAP programming, you are going to implement same. You are not going to do anything different here. Okay. But you write programs in SC38, but when you are using customer exits, you have to write that logic in SMOD or CMOD. Okay. If you know ABAP coding, it is very simple. So what are the transaction codes for BAdIs? SC18 and
SC19.
SC19. SC18 for is to check
SC18.
the BAdI definitions. SC19 is to create the implementation. See, whatever customer exits, user exits, BAdIs, we are not going to create these objects. These are already provided by SAP. Okay. To add additional logic, these customer exits or BAdIs are already provided by SAP to add the additional logic. What we need to do? We need to create the implementation for that. Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
SAP already provided customer exits and BAdIs. We need to find suitable customer exit and BAdI for our current requirement, and we need to create the implementation. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
What is append structure? Append structure is used to add additional fields to the standard tables. If you go to C11 and open any table, EKKO, purchase order header table, if you go at the end, someone already added the custom fields. See, observe this, contact and name. These are the custom fields, right? Using this one, append structure, using this append structure. Okay, they've added the custom fields to the standard table. That's what append structure. Okay. So I told you, right? SAP already provided customer exits and BAdIs to add to create the enhancements, right? How can you find? First, we'll see customer exits. How can you find available customer exits for a standard program? For example, go to VA01. So I need to enhance the standard program. But first, what I need to know, what are the available BAdIs and customer exits to enhance it? Then only you can create the implementation. But how to find what are the available customer exits for this program? Each program contains its own customer exits and BAdIs. Okay, SAP provides customer exits and BAdIs specific to the program. Okay, how to find customer exits or BAdIs provided for this program? First, we'll see about customer exits. Open the program, go to System, Status. Here we can find program name for the screen. This is the program name for the screen. Double click on the program and find the package of this program. How to find the package? Go to attributes of the program. What is the package of this program? VA is the package. Now go to SMOD. SMOD is to find the customer exits.
VA.
Go to SMOD and click on F4. We don't know the name, right? If you know the name, enter the name and click on display. But if you don't know the name, click on F4 and click on information system. Click on information system and enter your package name here, that is VA, and click on continue. So these are all the customer exits provided by SAP for sales order transactions. Okay,
Okay.
each customer exit supports their different functionality. If you take the first customer exit, reschedule or schedule lines without a new ATP check. Determine alternative materials for product selection. It is okay. It is going to give you the alternative materials. Predefined sold to party sales document. So for each functionality, they provided a different set of customer exit. Okay. Go through the description and analyze what is your requirement. For example, my requirement is to
Hello.
yes. So go through these customer exits descriptions. What is your analyze your current functionality? What
No.
is the new functionality you want to add?
Price button. No.
Sorry, is it for everyone or so? What is your current requirement? For example, your current enhancement is related to determining the alternative material. Okay. So here they have provided
No.
one customer exits for alternative material. Select that customer exit and implement it. Okay. But all these customer exits are related to that sales order creation program. Okay. Clear?
Okay.
Let's open one customer exit, double click on it, display, and go to components. What you can find here inside the customer exit? What is this?
Function.
Module.
It is a function module. Inside the customer exit, you can see a function module. Double click on it. Inside the function module, they provide one include program to add the additional logic. Okay. To implement this, double click on it. First, it will show this warning message. Just click on enter and create. Yes. Write your own logic here and click on activate. Okay. And go back. Now you have added your additional logic. But how do you know whether this customer exit is supporting your current requirement or not? How can you say that? By going through the importing and exporting parameters. What is the importing parameter you have in this function module and what is the exporting parameter? Because you need some inputs, right, to implement the logic here. Yes, those inputs are coming from importing parameters and exporting parameters. Is it clear about customer exits? Hello.
Okay.
I'm just giving some overview. Okay, I'll show you in detail later. Okay, this is about how to find customer exits. Go to SMOD, find the package name of the program and go to SMOD and find the relevant customer exits and implement it. And go to CMOD, create one package project, create the project, for example, Z test, create it. It is already there, I think. So this is the customer exit, right? You implemented, you create implementation. Is this the same customer exit? This is the one we created the additional logic. Copy this enhancement name and go to the package, create the package and go to enhancement assignments. Provide your enhancement name here. Okay. And go to components. Here it is in red, right? Because this enhancement is not active. Go back and activate it. Display components, it is in green right now. This enhancement is active. Now whenever you open the transaction VA01 or VA02, this custom logic will also execute. Okay, so go to SMOD, open the customer exit and implement the code and go to CMOD, create the project and add that enhancement name to the project and activate it. For example, after some time you wanted to disable this enhancement and you don't want this additional logic to be executed. What you have to do? You created some additional logic, right? After some years, you think that that additional enhancement is not required anymore. That should not be executed along with the standard process. What you need to do?
Delete.
Delete or just deactivate the project in CMOD transaction code. Deactivate that project where you have added that enhancement name, right? Just to deactivate that project. Now, whatever the additional functionality you have written, that is not going to be executed. Okay, as long as it is active, then only it will work. Clear?
Clear.
Now
ఇంకోసారి
okay,
చూపి.
Yeah, just go through the video. I've explained you, right? Just go through the video. When we are working on this, I'll explain you in detail.
Okay.
Now let's check how to find the baddies. I'll let you know one simple procedure. What are the available baddies for sales order transaction code? What is the process? This is VA01. Go to system status, same process. Find the package name of the program. This is the
Go to
program.
attribute.
Double click on the program, and where you can find the package name of the program in attributes, program attributes. Go to attributes of the program,
Attribute. BA.
VA, and here go to SC80.
Yes.
SC80, go to SC80 transaction code, and here select the package instead of function group or anything. Select the package and enter your package name here. What is your package name? VA. Click on enter, submit, enter. Now scroll down. What you can find here? Enhancements, classic baddie definitions. These are the baddies. Okay, we have two baddies available for VA01 transaction code. Okay, clear? Is it clear? Double click on the baddie.
Okay.
This is baddie, and go to interface. What you can find here? Method. This is the interface, and this is the method. Interface method. Double click on it. What you can find inside this?
Logic.
Nothing, because there is no implementation for this. This is the interface method. Once you create the implementation, then only you can see the code. These are the importing and exporting parameters of that method. You can find only importing and exporting parameters of that method. There is no logic available inside the method. Okay, you can see only parameters. When you create the implementation, then only you can see business logic. Okay, so where you need to create the implementation, take the baddie definition. Let's assume this is our relevant baddie. Go to SC19. Go to SC. Oh, okay. First, I'll see SC18. First, SC18, we can check the baddie definitions. Baddie name, select the baddie name and enter the baddie name and display. Here we can just check the baddie definitions. Okay. And go to SC18, SC19. Create the implementation. Go to create implementation section and enter the baddie definition. This is the baddie definition, right? And create the implementation. Okay. Now it will generate a custom class.